friends and my family, a lot who've come from very far distances. And Chuck from Marianne from New Mexico, and Doug from and Suzanne from Tampa, and Kat Vayner just flew up from Florida, and friends from DC, and I'm just overwhelmed that everybody took the opportunity to come today. I just can't say how much I appreciate it. Also, a lot of friends from Charlotte came down. I know I think Rush and Al and Steve are here, and I see a lot of Sigma News from Chapel Hill out there. And at the reception, you're talking to Jeff By, and he tells you any stories about me from Chapel Hill. They're not true. And also just a lot of friends from over the years in the Navy. One of the reasons I came in the Navy was because of Max and Laurie McGee out here. They really kind of took me out under their wing when I got out to San Diego, and I really owe a lot to them. I appreciate y'all coming today. Kid and Sally Ortiz, I think Steve and Beth Christopher were going to be here from San Diego, and Bob and Darlene from Missouri. And I know I'm missing a ton of people, but just once again, just want to say thanks for taking the time and the effort to come. Also, all the friends from Jacksonville and from Camp Lejeune, all the friends from First Baptist Church, Lawrence, and everybody, thank you so much for coming down. And the friends from the Jacksonville dental community, thank you so much, Tommy and David. And can't express how excited we are to be staying in Jacksonville and joining that community. And I just want to say thanks to Bob and Lucy Sherman for all the hospitality they've extended to us, and how nice they've been to us over the last 3 years that we've been working together, and how excited we are to be joining your family. I want to say thanks to Steve and Bob and Lauren for agreeing to be up here with me today. I asked Steve, he's Steve Marinelli. If you know Steve, you know why I asked him. And I asked Bob to say the invocation and the benediction, because he can pack more into about a 30-second prayer than I could a 30-minute speech. So I'm not going to try to speak for 30 minutes. And I asked Lauren to be the guest speaker because of his dedication to the Navy. He's a great clinical dentist, and his faith just really exemplifies to me what a naval dental officer is. Since we worked together at Camp Lejeune, Lauren's deployed twice. I won't mention his name, you can read it in his bio, but I know he's got 12 grandkids. And when you deploy with somebody and you spend 6 to 12 months now with somebody day in, day out, you really get to know them well. And you really get to know their true character. And it's just it's a real honor to see the devotion that the men and women who deploy with Lauren have for him. It's really extraordinary. He's also the only dentist I know who's eligible for Purple Heart, and he'll have to tell you about that. And besides, I thought he would be down here anyway today because the Tea Party Summit's across the river this weekend. Like I said, it's just a huge honor to have everybody here today. I only planned to be in the Navy for 4 years, and it was actually at a retirement ceremony that Max was there for Cap Memory that I thought, I'm never going to go through this, but wow, this sure would be neat to be able to get to say thanks to all the people who've got you to that point in your life, and who care about you and that you care about. And that really planted the seed in my mind to stay in the Navy. I grew up in North Carolina and used to travel with my dad during the summertime when I was really young, and he brought me here when I was about Peter's age, and I think that's when I thought, it'd be really neat to be in the Navy and actually be on one of these big ships. And so that was one of the reasons why we wanted to have the ceremony here today. that I acknowledge my wife and children. Tammy and I are blessed with two wonderful kids. Peter, your curiosity, your creativity, and your humor amaze me daily. And Noel, your strong will and your wit and your ability just to do a great job at whatever you decide to do. It really keeps your mom and I on our toes, and we appreciate that. I love you guys very much, and I hope that over the years when we drive by the ship, you'll always remember this afternoon. And everybody who knows Tammy knows how truly blessed I am to have her as a wife. She's really the answer to my prayers, and she's definitely the rock of the family. And Tammy, I really admire your faith, and it's a real strength to me, and it kind of inspires me every day to try to be better. And you're just a fantastic mom and a fantastic wife, and I love you very much. I don't know whose water this is, but the best thing about a retirement ceremony is you get to say thanks to all the people who got you to this point. So it's really not about me. Although it's nice to get stuff, but it's really about y'all that the chance to say thank you. And my mom passed away when I was very young, and my dad passed away when I was 14. But I had 10 years to really spend a lot of quality time with my dad, and I was very fortunate to have a stepmother who really instilled a lot of the traits in me that really got me to the point where I am. And I'm truly grateful for my parents for kind of planting the seed of faith in my heart. I know my parents would be thrilled to be here today. Probably a little surprised, but thrilled. And I also want to recognize my family, my brothers and sisters. I'm the youngest of six, not the baby of the family, but the youngest of six. And my brother Mike, my oldest brother, took responsibility for me after my dad passed away. And I was 14, he was an older 24-year-old at the time, and I really owe a huge debt to him, and really all of the life skills that I really learned to get me to where I am, I owe to Mike. My sister Lee, she's got a work ethic like no other, and if you know Lee, you know what I mean. And Debbie, who's just the epitome of grace and compassion, and my brother David, who really teaches me the joie de vivre, the real joy in life, and to be able to listen and to talk to people, and I really appreciate that. And my brother Al, whose footsteps I followed in for quite a long time, all the way to Chapel Hill. And I love you guys. I also want to recognize the Bakers who are here. The Bakers were our next door neighbors growing up, and after our parents passed away, they kind of became my surrogate parents. And just want to say thanks to them, to Mr. B, who's here, and he had open heart surgery less than 3 months ago, and was able to make it down. I really appreciate you coming down today. I know Miss B would love to be here too. And also want to recognize my in-laws. Harold Norris is like a father to me. He's been just a fantastic father, grandfather, and we lean on him all the time. I really want to say how much I appreciate it. I know we'd just be tickled to be here, and just want to say thanks, as well as to Drake and Keith, who are just two fantastic almost brothers to me. And, thanks, guys. certainly impacted my life, and there's no way I'm going to be able to say I'm on. I want to get across the boats here, so if I can get something cold to drink and something to eat. But you know, the fellow providers, I'm really going to miss being around all these men and women who are so motivated on providing quality care to one of the best patient populations that you can have. You know, the men and women who volunteer to defend this country, and I'm going to miss that immensely. Yeah, I want to take a minute just to recognize some of the mentors. You know, some of them couldn't be here. Capt Cedar and Capt Jim Johnson, who I owe so much to. Capt Blundell is here, one of my mentors at Bethesda. I very much appreciate you being here. I didn't see Bill Leonard, but I owe a lot to Capt Leonard and Capt Mal Russell for what they've done for me at the command as well. And hopefully I've been able to pass some of that mentoring on. I've tried my best. I also want to thank Matt Royal, who's here. Been here for 2 weeks on reserve duty and really took care of a lot of my patients over the last 2 weeks and took a lot of stress off of me, and I appreciate that. But you know, as dentists, it's your dental assistants who really make everything work. And I want to make sure I recognize Miss Moffitt. I don't think Miss Schneider Duty could make it today, but as she calls herself, Miss Schneider Duty